Well, it is a special afternoon for sure here at the UCCU Center for more reasons than one. It's Native American Heritage Game here in Orem, and a special pregame treat as a drum performance shown by representatives of the Native American community. Man, we are excited for this. Brigham Harris joined by Josh Kalunke here on ESPN+, and we'll get to the basketball in a few minutes, but what a particular and beautiful place we live in to celebrate a culture like the Native American culture. 8 different tribes, 2 Paiute, 2 Goshan, Shoshone, Mountain Utes, and the Navajo tribes. As the saying goes, ain't no mountain high, no valley low. This is that valley low, the UCCU Center, one of the most hostile places to play in the Western Athletic Conference, and today the red-hot Wolverines, actually after a bit of revenge after dropping a game in the southern tip of Utah. Welcome into our broadcast on ESPN+. Brigham Harris, joined by Josh Kalunke. Josh, this is one of those games this season that we've had circled on our calendars. Not only is this the last time we'll see these two teams face off in the WAC, it's a bit of a different season for New Mexico State. What does Utah Valley have to do to really stay alive in this game and to not drop their heads and say this is an easy one as they're 0-8? The battle for the Old Hammer is renewed today on the final day of 2022. Utah Valley University hosts the Trailblazers of Utah Tech at the UCCU Center. Welcome into our broadcast on ESPN+. Brigham Harris here alongside Todd Harris for the only the 5th game ever played between the Trailblazers and the Wolverines. Tonight, Utah Valley has a chance to put down a perfect December, but this Utah Tech team is also on a 6-game win streak. As we get you here, get settled, we got D1 basketball on one of the biggest sports days of the year. And Todd, as we take a look at the keys of the game here, what stands out to you? What does Utah Valley need to do to stay perfect this month? Aziz Bandego, and you see it right there, the Twitter handle, they call me Ziz Killa. He is that man. He's not only a dream killer down low defensively, but he can also just lull you to sleep, averaging a double-double, over 11 points a game, 5th nationally in blocks. I mean, this kid came out of Akron this year. This is his first year in the Valley, and he has absolutely made a name for himself. What are you looking for from the young man tonight? Utah Valley as a team among the top 10 in the nation for blocks per game, and it's mainly because of that man. Christensen's going to try a 3, and he's got it.
Trailblazers needed that one.
Absolutely. That ends a little bit of a dry spell for Utah Tech. Already 3 turnovers for the Trailblazers.
Woodbury, no problem getting his own shot. Brigham, you know this is one of those buildings you want to dig yourself a hole.
Ball stays with Utah Tech, and you're absolutely right. The women's team, we call a lot of women's games as well here in the UCCU Center, and much to the, I'm sure, dismay of Dan Nielsen, the women's head coach, the women's team loves playing in close games. They're 4-1 when the game is decided by single digits. UVU, not so much. They definitely thrive in those double-digit victories, and they've had a handful of them here. Justin Harmon joining us, our player of the game. Man, what a gritty win, right? You come into this one, 0-8 is your opponent, but they came in and brought you a show. What do you feel like your guys did well tonight that you like to see? Well, speaking of this road trip, on Tuesday you face Wake Forest at Wake Forest, a Power 5 team. Then you got Morgan State, and then a Group of 5 team, Boise State. What do you like against those 3 teams before you return to the UCCU Center?